Good morning and welcome to Sunnyside News, where we bring you only the most positive and interesting information from the heart of Florida, right here in Polk County. Sunnyside News is sponsored by Nature's Place, home of the Key Network, and the Speech Therapy Clinic. Today is Friday, May 20th, 2016. I would like to welcome everyone to today's program. Moving right into the good news items that we came across here this week, I would like to tell you about a story coming from Cincinnati, Ohio. It is about Sergeant James Givens when he was sitting in his police car and he heard something knocking on the door of his car, and it was actually turned out to be a goose. Well, he stated that normally the geese do not even come near people, but this one kept knocking on his door. Finally, it walked away, but looked back at the policeman. Now, Givens then knew something was wrong, so he followed the goose to find that one of her babies had gotten all tangled up in string attached to a discarded Mother's Day balloon, of all things. Well, another officer, Specialist Sharon, who has children herself, was able to free the little gosling, and both mother and baby were happily and gratefully reunited. Another story comes to you about Officer Marcus Montgomery. He arrived at the Panhandle Animal Welfare Society on a call on another police matter, and when he was just finishing up his police duties, one of the society's supervisors came in with a box containing a small pit bull puppy that had been abandoned at the door of the facility and left out in the freezing cold temperature. Well, Officer Montgomery was having none of that when he told the agency to not even bring the pup inside, as he was going to immediately adopt the little guy and give him to his girlfriend as a birthday present. It should also be noted that the couple has another rescue dog, and the new pup is getting along fabulously with all members of his new family. Another story I would like to tell you about is about a former social worker, Samuel Van de Cruz, and he opened Mr. Bubble's Laundromat in New York City. He quickly became aware of the hardship just doing laundry is for homeless people in the city. And he stated that clean clothes and bedding are an absolute necessity to stay healthy and functional. So, as a gift to a local homeless shelter, he collected all of their laundry and washed it, dried it, and folded it for them, returning it to them by 7 a.m. in the morning, which means he worked all night long. It has been estimated that his generosity saved 75 families $5,000, and hats off to you. What a great gift. The next story I would like to tell you about is about magic rabbits, and they're also known as Lee Pikas. Now, these creatures have not been seen in 20 years, and they were actually discovered by Chinese conservationist Weidong Li in 1983, who has spent many years studying these elusive creatures. Well, one was recently sighted and photographed by none other than Lee himself again, and it is estimated that only about 1,000 adult magic rabbits are still in the wild due to loss of habitat and fragmented populations. You know, today is May 20th, and what happened on May 20th in 1927 at 7:40 a.m., Charles Lindbergh took off from New York for his famous 33-hour flight across the Atlantic to land in Paris. That was back in 1927. Moving right along to the events of the weekend, I would like to tell you about here in the heart of Florida. Today, May 20th, the Lakeland Flying Tigers baseball team will be playing at Henley Field. This will be all day long, and you can get more information on that by calling 863-686-8075. Also happening today is Dulcimer Night in Central Park. This is in Winter Haven. It's from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Now, this is a free event, and you can get more information by calling 863-291-5656. Again, also on the 20th, down in Lake Wales, it is the Lake Wales Movie Night at the Austin Community Center. This will be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. They will be showing Norma the North, which is a family-friendly movie, and you can get more information by calling 863-678-4182 at extension 270. Well, as usual, I would like to leave you with a quote for the day, and that goes, "A good laugh and a long sleep are the best cures in the doctor's book. And this is actually an Irish proverb. So that is our program for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and go out, have a great weekend, and join us again for another episode of Sunnyside News. Bye for now.